It looks like the several rounds of layoffs that ESPN has already gone through over the past few months wasn't quite enough. They might be looking to cut even more costs than they had previously anticipated, and it looks like Max Kellerman may be the one on the chopping block for ESPN. It feels like his days have been numbered there ever since he and Stephen A. Smith had their first take breakup that happened last year, maybe even 2 years ago at this point. But of course, when the big announcement about Pat McAfee moving his show to ESPN, it was pretty much known that Max Kellerman's daily show during that time slot probably wasn't going to happen anymore. At least he had his other show with Keyshawn Johnson and Jay Williams, right? Well, apparently that is not lasting very much longer. Update, ESPN is canceling its national show featuring Max Kellerman, Keyshawn Johnson, and Jay Williams. This is part of the restructuring of the company that will include significant on-air layoffs as early as next week. And yes, this is now the case. ESPN plans a canceled talk show featuring Max Kellerman, Keyshawn Johnson, and Jay Williams. ESPN may be described as the worldwide leader in sports, but the media giant has been pulling back on some of its original content amid shifting the network's landscape. However, it was a bit of a surprise to learn they've decided to drop their national morning radio show featuring Keyshawn, Jay Williams, and Max Kellerman. Again, this is a national radio show that they do. This is a big deal for ESPN. They are pulling the plug on this thing. They have already made significant layoffs, significant cuts to ESPN for good reason, because the viewership has been tanking in large part because of how much they push social justice. But now with Max Kellerman's TV and radio show and all these other things are gone, what does he have to do? He basically has nothing left at this company, yet he has a $5 million annual salary, something like that. It definitely looks like Max Kellerman could be on the way out, but he's probably not the only one. 2 years ago, Max Kellerman was among the most visible faces at ESPN. He appeared daily alongside Stephen A. Smith. Today, Kellerman finds his future up in the air. ESPN plans to cancel both his daily radio show and television show. The decision leaves Kellerman without a home and a salary of around $5 million. This combination makes him uniquely vulnerable as talent layoffs loom in the coming weeks. Now, and you gotta listen, I don't feel bad for Max Kellerman. Dude's made a lot of money talking about sports that he really knows nothing about. I think when he talks about combat sports, I really enjoy listening to him. I can't stand when he talks about anything else, whether it's NFL, NBA, baseball, whatever it may be. I just think he's out of his depth, and I don't really appreciate a lot of his commentary. But this is a dude who a couple years ago, him and Stephen A. Smith going at it all the time, the biggest show on ESPN, and Stephen A. Smith just got fucking tired of his ass, kicked his ass to the curb, and now he's about to be laid off from ESPN. There's failures all around. That much is clear. It's been clear for a long time, especially as ESPN continue to prioritize identity politics and social justice ahead of actually entertaining people and talking about sports. That is the biggest reason for their failure. However, they are sitting there and scrambling. It looks like they're going to have to make millions and millions of more dollars in cuts before this company finally, hopefully, eventually might turn it around. Let me know what you think about all this in the comments section below about Max Kellerman's future outside of ESPN. Smash a like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications, share this video out there, and I'll talk to you later.